Hello and welcome back to the Full-Thrive YouTube channel. If you're just getting started as a freelancer, there are so many things you need to remember. You have checklists of things to do for your marketing and for your messaging. But really, the most important thing is making sure that your mindset is ready to get started. And before you take the leap, before you invest any money, you need to know the type of mindset you need to be successful from the very beginning. If you want to do, stay tuned. It's coming up. You know, when you're shifting your identity from working for someone else to working for yourself, that is a huge transition. It's a huge identity shift. And oftentimes I feel like people get stuck in between, well, I used to do this, or I'm a full-time employee, or even I'm like a full-time mom or whatever, and now I'm shifting into being a freelancer. Oftentimes our identity does not keep up pace with like where we're actually at. It happened to me when I went from being like a hustling part-timer to like doing this full-time. I still kept thinking of myself as the previous identity, as like hustling, on the side, not really accepting that I fully was doing this, right? So you may have a mindset shift that's going to be like, can I do this? Should I do this? Do I identify as a freelancer? So a lot of it starts in your mind. Okay, none of this is going to be earth shaking, but I do want to share it with you because I'm telling you, as somebody who's gone before you, these are some of the things that you are going to be facing, right? You are stepping into something that is unknown. You need to understand that. You need to go, wow, I want to do this, but I don't know everything about it. There are a lot of unknowns. I'm not really sure where to get my clients from. I'm not really sure what to offer. I don't really know how to get paid. Do I need a website? Like all the things that are the unknown. So I think it's important for you to go, okay, I'm doing something maybe for the first time, or you're coming back to it and you're kind of stepping into it again. And you're like, just accept, I am stepping into the unknown. Unknown for you, not unknown for Lisa. Like, I know this. I'll give you all the tips and tricks and behind the scenes. I'll give you all the things. It is very known to me, but to you, it is unknown. So just accept that. It doesn't always have to be that way. You don't always have to stay in the unknown, but you have to move through it, okay? You cannot skip these steps. You cannot skip over this and wish it wasn't. Right? And this is what I think people hold back from or procrastinate or get stuck in. I should know this stuff. It should be easier for me. The second, which is what I read about in my morning reading today, what I think actually holds people back more than anything is that they don't want to be uncomfortable. They are afraid of moving forward because of the fear of the unknown and being uncomfortable. So Andrea talks about like trying to find more hours in her day. And I always think about people who's like, oh, I'm going to be a freelancer. I'm going to do it on the side. I'm going to do it in my free time. I don't know about you, but I don't know how many people actually who have free time. All right. If you're going to set up a pretty awesome freelance business, it is not going to be in your free time. I know for me, when I started, I had to get up early before my kids woke up. I had to work while they were napping, and I had to work when they went to bed, and it was not comfortable. I had to do stuff. I had to work weekends. I had to miss events. I had to do a lot of things that, Lisa, as I talk about thriving, working your own schedule with clients you like, okay, that is the ideal. Do you get to do that when you get started? Nope. Sorry. You have to pay your dues, and it's going to be super uncomfortable. Your first discovery call with somebody you've never met before is going to be really uncomfortable. You're going to send out a proposal that's an absolute disaster, and you're going to fail. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to come home and tell your partner or your spouse like that you got no clients this week, even though this is what you do full time. Like, there's going to be so much uncomfort. So I think being aware of that, being ready for that, understanding that is going to help you. I was on this roller coaster my first 6 months. Every day I woke up with a pit in my stomach like, oh shit, today is the day it's all going to fall apart. Super uncomfortable. It would have been more comfortable to go get a full-time stable job. For sure. And at the time, it would have paid more and it would have paid benefits. It made total sense to go get a comfortable job instead of sitting in being uncomfortable as a business owner for the first time. The reason why I bring it up is just to let you know it's going to be uncomfortable. And as cliche as it is, I'm telling you, you are going to have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That is the only way to move through this. If you want to find success, if you actually want to do this, whether it's part-time or full-time, but be successful as a freelancer, you are an entrepreneur, and with that comes risk and uncertainty and all of the variables that come with running your own business. So I believe that fear and being uncomfortable can drive some people. For a lot of you, it's going to stop you. I'm just telling you the truth. There's a lot of you that will talk about wanting to be a freelancer, and you will never pull the trigger because you will never be able to get out of your comfort zone. Okay? I think awareness is everything. So just even being aware of that is a great step. Own it. Say, you know what? She's right. I'm not willing to work weekends. I don't really want to do this. I don't want to get on a discovery call. I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to set up a profile. Just say it and move on. You can still stay in the group if you don't want to be a freelancer. But I just wanted to really hone in on that one. The other thing is you are not prepared. If you are stepping into this, if you're getting started, just accept that you're not prepared. There are so many, it goes a little bit with the unknown, but you are not prepared. You haven't built 5 websites. You haven't designed, brochures for people. You haven't written the social media posts yet. You're just not prepared yet. And that's the thing. I think too many people drop out, quit, give up before they go through it and come onto the other side. And here's some real doom and gloom if you really want some. How many would you like some serious doom and gloom? It never really goes away. I am about to step into the next stage of my journey, building a tech platform. I know nothing about building a tech platform. I am literally stepping into the unknown. I am super uncomfortable. I'm dealing with contracts and developers and payment systems. I was like, and I am so unprepared for this. Does that mean I should not move forward? Nope. You have to get started somewhere. And for almost everybody, getting started should feel like crap. No, happy, scared. I'm super excited and I know I can do this, and oh my God, I have a pit in my stomach because this is so out of my comfort zone. If you feel that way, give me a heart, a thumbs up, a hands up, a shout, a comment. I want to encourage you because you are on the right track. And you don't want to hear that. Everybody wants to hear the easy way out. Everybody wants to hear oh, this is what you do and everything will be okay. This is what you do and you won't have to be uncomfortable. I'm not here to tell you that. I'm not here to sell you that. And if somebody tries to sell you that or tell you that, run. It is just not true. Not possible. Not true. Okay? Giving you some tough love, but in a good way, because I think you have it. I think people are capable of it. They just give up, quit too early, or they are consumed with their fear of the unknown or being uncomfortable or being unprepared. So that's the mindset around getting started. So if you're feeling these things, you're on the right track. All right, here's some action steps, some little things you can do to push through the fear, to say, okay, I'm going to do it scared anyway. I'm going to take my first step anyway. Even though it's unknown, I am unprepared and I'm uncomfortable, I am going to do it anyway. And so for all of you in this group who say, no, I'm not a freelancer and I don't know how to get started. From today forward, that's not true. I'm going to tell you how to get started. And it's up to you to actually make a move. And if you don't make a move, then you really don't want it. Hey guys, I hope you found that valuable. Are you looking for more information about freelancing? How to find clients you like, do work that you love on your own schedule? We've got a ton of videos, and if you subscribe, you will always know when the next video drops. We also have a Facebook group called the Full-Thrive Freelancers. We have great discussions over there, Q&A, and masterclasses that you don't want to miss. So if you want to get into a community, check us out there.